Have you ever caught yourself waiting for someone to tell you you're enough? Maybe it's a parent, a partner, a boss, or even a stranger online. We all crave that moment when someone else finally sees us, acknowledges us, and says, "You matter." But what if that moment never comes? What if you spend your whole life waiting for a green light that only you can give yourself? Maybe you're silently hoping for a nod, a like, a word that says, "Hey, you matter." You scroll through your phone searching for a sign that you're seen, that you're valued. Each notification brings a flicker of hope, but it fades just as quickly, leaving you wanting more. Let me tell you something I wish I'd learned sooner. You don't need anybody's permission to choose yourself. The truth is, the only validation that truly lasts is the one you give yourself. When you decide to believe in your own worth, everything changes. Let that land for a second. Take a breath and really feel it. Imagine what it would be like to stop waiting and start living for yourself, right now. Every single day, you have a choice. From the moment you wake up, you get to decide how you'll show up for yourself. Will you shrink to fit someone else's expectations, or will you step into your own power? You can wait for validation, or you can step up and say, "I am worthy, I am enough." You can look in the mirror and choose to see someone deserving of love, respect, and opportunity, no matter what anyone else thinks. It's not arrogance, it's not selfishness, it's self-worth. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you have value, simply because you exist. Choosing yourself isn't about shutting others out. It's not about building walls or turning your back on the world. It's about opening up to your own possibilities, so you can show up more fully for others too. It's about finally opening the door to your own potential. When you choose yourself, you give yourself permission to grow, to try, to fail, and to try again. When you decide to back yourself, the world starts to change. Not because it suddenly gets easier, but because you start seeing it through the eyes of someone who believes. You notice new opportunities, you attract different people, and you begin to trust your own instincts. Imagine this. You walk into a room not looking for approval but bringing your own sense of value with you. You radiate a quiet strength that others can feel even if you never say a word. You're not waiting for someone to say yes, you're giving yourself the green light. That's real freedom. That's the kind of liberation that can't be taken away by anyone else's opinion. But here's the thing. It's not a one-time decision. It's a practice. It's a commitment you make to yourself, over and over, especially on the days when it feels hardest. Some days that self-doubt will creep in. You'll hear the old stories, the old fears, whispering that you're not enough, that you don't deserve more. Old habits, old voices. They'll try to convince you you're not enough. They'll remind you of every time you fell short, every time you were overlooked. That's when you remind yourself, "I choose me," again and again. You stand up, dust yourself off, and recommit to your own worth. When you do this, you start to transform. You set boundaries. You learn to say no to what drains you and yes to what lights you up. You go after what matters to you. You pursue your passions, your goals, your dreams, even if they don't make sense to anyone else. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You realize you have a right to be here, to speak up, to be seen and heard. And suddenly, you're inspiring others, not with perfection but with authenticity. Your courage gives others permission to do the same. You are not here just to survive. You are here to live fully, to experience joy, to make your mark in your own unique way. You are here to thrive, to grow, to become. Every day is a new chance to step into the person you're meant to be. So today, give yourself permission. Permission to try, to fail, to succeed, to be imperfect, and to be enough just as you are, not tomorrow. Not when you get that job or that message or that milestone. Now. Because the only moment you truly have is this one. Choosing yourself is the most life-altering decision you'll ever make. It's the first step toward every other dream you have. It's the foundation of every dream, every achievement, every connection that truly matters. So take a breath, stand tall, remind yourself that you are worthy of your own love and respect, and embrace your self-worth. The world's waiting. But more importantly, you're waiting for you. Go ahead, choose yourself. Your life will never be the same.